I'm broken. I guess I'm boys with Artur then.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess that'd be more Envy.
Envy's the broken one.
I mean, he's
trying to get Artur
broken
to be a broken one.
He gets broken and unbroken every other week.
That must be exhausting.
Yeah.
Just part of life.
Imagine how exhausting it must be.
Yeah.
To be Envy. You try hard every single pub.
I don't think it exhausts him though. I think it energizes him.
Probably. I mean, it's probably normal.
It'd probably be exhausting for him to try to like fuck around in a pub, you know?
Alright, we're going.
Alright.
Anyway, Peter doesn't care about that. Let's go. Game 1.
Look
Just
out for
kidding.
Dazzle.
Game 3. Coming at ya. I don't know if Vici really... We'll see. We start with the Tusk. This has been a pretty popular hero so far this series.
It's fair. It's very similar to the Dazzle in respects that you can save somebody. It's also another comfort hero for OG.
Those defensive supports have just gotten so popular the past, like, I don't know, 4 to 6 months.
Well, it's also both defensive and offensive. You can do both things really well.
Yeah, that's true. So the Radiant Shadow Fiend banned out. OG have shown this proclivity to do it when they're dire. Vici were content to give it away earlier, but OG is not. Ted, what do you want to see this game? If you could have your wish, any hero.
Not a 90-minute game.
Okay.
I think. I
What's
like
your
I
ideal
like the action.
like length of game?
I
You like a
think
quick, like,
about
20 minute?
45 minutes is about had time to mature. You know, if it's too quick, it feels like one team just rolled over the other. But when once they both get, I don't like those games where it goes to like everybody's 6 slot is just like a slog. Like you win a fight, but you can't do anything. I like about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. I think is about the best time.
After that, your bladder gets
After
out
that,
and
it
you gotta
tends
go
to
to the
get down.
bathroom.
Yeah, you gotta have a lie down and stuff.
So the Wyvern does get removed. Vici not gonna ban the Dazzle. Now they do a first pick if they really value it as much as the EG fellows here do.
Doom in the pool. OG doesn't mind playing its Doom. They'll let it go, then they'll pick Dazzle, and they'll pick a bunch of healers, and then they'll push as 5, and then Doom will feel very underwhelming.
Do you think Vici's gonna take Doom first pick?
I think that they probably will.
And you see the AA ban this early, that definitely feels like they want to just heavy push.
That's how it's done, man.
Yeah.
So you get the
Oh,
Eye of
nice.
Tiny. Alright. Well, if it's not the Meepo or the Huskar, it's the Eye of Tiny. They had all 3 going full throttle at Frankfurt.
I mean, Wisp is definitely very good against Doom, but I do like OG's previous drafts against Doom where they pick the Dazzle and they just kind of push as 5. So something a little different. They actually haven't been playing that much Tiny Wisp, as much as they did.
In the very beginning?
Yeah, when they first started their team, they were picking it every single game and having a lot of success with it. Kurt is a great Wisp. No Tail knows that Wisp Tiny like the back of his hand, so he's very seasoned in playing both the Wisp and the Tiny, so he knows the limitations of the heroes.
Do you feel like picking the Wisp Tiny this early, revealing what they wanted to do, is a little premature? Well, in the last game, you put the fear in Vici with the Meepo picks, with the Huskar picks. It's something they have to worry about. When you reveal the Wisp Tiny early, it's sort of... It shows their hand a little more.
I was definitely surprised that they didn't go for the Dazzle, but it seems like they prefer the Wisp against the Doom over the Dazzle, at least for against Vici.
Yeah, obviously relocate that Doom target, bring him back to safety, and
Well, Tiny, you can just tether him up and
that too.
heal him while he just keeps clubbing kids.
And it does like to club. So, of course, OG, one of their big at Frankfurt was they'd get that Alk and then just feed an Aghanims to the Tiny, and he'd be even more disgustingly supercharged than usual. But Vici, a team that run the Alk in their own right occasion, with the Undyne even. They like that Alk Undyne Morphling Triumvirate, but they're just going to ban it here.
Fly doesn't have a ton of heroes to play that he's used to playing. You might see the Bane, which I think is probably the most likely for him.
Good hero to set up the relocate ganks.
Yeah, that's true.
Surprised that Vici didn't ban that out.
Yeah, Beastmaster is one of the scariest heroes to actually play against when the other team has a Wisp. Just gives you so much information with the Hawk, and
And he gives you the setup as well.
Yeah, the roar for the setup is super good too, and the attack speed as well is super nice on Tiny.
It's pretty good on Dying Game so far. 2 strength heroes.
Yeah, and Dying works really well against Swiss Tiny. It allows you to kind of 5-man and always take the fight, which is something you want to do against Tiny. The Wisp, it's hard to split push, and I really like a Bane pick from Vici here. I think it's an awesome pick. It denies Fly, a hero that would work really well for them. Also, Bane is pretty good against Gyro. It's good against Tiny Wisp. It's not awesome against Wisp because you can relocate the Fiend's Grip, but it's still like they don't have any cancel other than Tiny. It's a combination of spells.
And they've got some burst damage here. Gyro, Tiny. They can blow people up. OG are packing heat.
Yep, there's going to be a lot of fighting this game, but I think Vici is a team that welcomes that.
You don't think OG like to fight so much?
No, OG loves to fight,
Right.
but Vici does as well. A lot of teams just don't have that same kind of 5-man attitude that OG has.
Like Secret would be a really good example where they
would much rather
love to
dodge.
split push and just farm for late game.
Oh, I forgot about Dazzle.
Because like OG, people were comparing them to CDEC and stuff at Frankfurt Major. They were saying the way they just fought. I'm not sure if it was completely accurate, but that was what people were saying.
Yeah, they're very, very aggressive.
I think if nothing else, it was their most comfortable style. Not to say they can't play another way, but
Right.
it's like their ideal way to play is to fight. So Vici did grab a Disruptor. Good against the IO, obviously. Great against the Relocate if you can set it up right. Definitely showing their versatility here with the picks.
Pretty good, it's an okay anti-mage game actually for Burning. I'm not sure if they want to go with that though.
That is often the trump card for teams that have Burning.
It is game 3.
Slade Secret with it at TI.
Could probably wait on it though.
Yeah, and OG at this point, just needing their offlaner, I imagine, for Moon. There's still, let's see, what's out there for Moon? Slardar,
Centaur's pretty good.
Centaur. Now there's a hero we don't see very much of.
It's not bad against Doom.
You know, when that Centaur eggs upgrade came out, I was like, this sounds like the most broken hero in Dota. But you do have to farm the eggs.
People were talking yesterday about when the Centaur Eggs upgrade came out and Glimmer Cape was 0 mana cost and there was no fade time. You just sort of mash R, everybody disappears, runs over cliff.
Those are the kind of patches that make me lose hope in Ice Frog.
Yeah.
It's like, how did this get through testing? Like,
what's going on in there?
Maybe
Like,
did the guy type it in wrong when he was putting the code in,
or did he just say...
Why is Glimmer Cape this absurd? Like, surely somebody tested this.
No, you are the test subject.
I guess so.
That's what the
It got
players
fixed.
don't get.
It got fixed quickly, so
Yeah.
it's fine. It was just like 2 days, right?
Yeah,
Hell.
it wasn't a long
2 days of pure misery.
Everyone had Glimmer Cape.
Yeah, Stampede stunning as well as K-pop is.
Was that a
mentioning.
thing?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
wants to be a caster now.
Was
so.
that before my time?
Oh, when
No.
Stampede got changed at
No.
first, it stunned.
We were around
You were a Dota player. You had moved on from your
It
first
was
love, Han.
in the very beginning when Centaur ulted, stunned you.
That was when
instead of
Drow. That's when Drow's aura was always on, or something. Was it on the creeps?
I had no idea what you guys are talking about. I don't think
Remember
so.
all the lanes would always push the whole game?
Yeah.
So people just pick Drow Centaur when he is. What? Were you not playing Dota 2 then?
I don't think so, man.
Were you?
Was he really not?
That wasn't that long ago either.
I don't think it was that. I think you were. This might have been before you joined.
I think
TPE.
he's blocked it out. He's been so traumatized. It was late 2012.
That was before my time.
Before Peter's time.
Damn, that blows my mind.
How depressing is that? He hasn't even been playing Dota 2
I've played Dota for longer than
for
PPG.
3 full years. And here we are, Ted.
Wow.
And then there
We
he
got the
is.
Slardar for Moon.
The $1 Million Man.
Yeah.
Slardar. Dragon Knight's pretty good against that. I mean, he's got a ton of armor already.
Got
They
that.
can force fights in 5-man too early.
They
on.
got some heroes that can build armor as well for Vici, like a Vlad's, a Mech.
Yeah.
What do you think we're gonna see for Burning? I could see an anti-mage or a Jug.
Jug has been one of his more preferred carries when they want to fight,
I'm down with Jug.
but
It's good against
Good call, Charlie. Good call.
thank you, Peter.
I like the Jug. But maybe we have a different, aggressive hero from something similar to the Venge. Something different.
Burning How about PL? He does play PL as well.
Good Wraith King.
I don't think PL's not great against the gyro or the tiny.
That's true. What else does Burning play? I mean, he plays everything. But
I mean, I didn't think he played Venge, and then he broke it out here.
he's been like he's played Brewmaster recently, Venge, Jug.
Could be a nice Morphling game.
You know, his win rate on Morphling is I think 42-8.
I mean, it's not that bad here, but
I mean,
He played a lot of
he
TI2 era
got a
Morphling.
lot of it in during TI2. That was a
Padded
broken
those
hero.
stats.
This is a broken hero at TI2.
Yeah.
I'm down. Let's get that Burning Morphling out this game.
What you got? 10 seconds.
All right, just start saying random hero names. You could be the
Hao,
next.
if Hao was still on Vici, he'd be playing Morphling this game.
No, he'd be playing. Oh, Luna's band.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Did you say right?
No,
King?
I said it.
Oh,
I
you
said
said it. Okay.
Yeah, I totally.
I wanted to give you credit, Ted.
No,
but
that's cool.
your avatar. Right,
Yeah,
King?
it's my favorite.
Why do you think he went with this over?
It's the new Burning. He's an aggressive player. Gets involved, stuns people. He does stuff.
It's a new man.
It's a meta, man. You gotta adjust to the meta. I think it's a pretty smart pick here. A lot of burst on OG. You know, he gets 2 lives. That's cool.
That's pretty cool. So OG, they set out on their trek here to the bottom lane. 5 heroes grouped up, want to get aggressive, take the fight to Vici off the bat.
Is the Wraith King like part of the pick that if his ult is up, if they try to relocate gank him, obviously he's got that second life, he comes back, they could maybe set something up with a rotation. Is that the thinking, do you think?
I think the idea is that he's a hero that can like stun people and do things, and they were lacking a little bit of lockdown. Right now they have like disruptors like
Right.
Kinetic Field and Glimpse, and then Dragon Knight stun. But other than that, they don't have too much disable. So this is gonna help them find targets.
Right.
He's also just tanky, which is
And
ideal
the
against
Vampiric
this.
Aura maybe would help with pushing a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Especially imagine like them building up a Vlad's, a mech, and AC at some point this game. If they get those items, they're really terrifying in 5-man.
What about Burning's Wraith King build is? It's very different on a lot of heroes, and we're gonna have a clash here. I think.
Oh, Miracle! He's in deep now. He's gonna get caught out off the bat. There's the stun, follow up, and the heal. Not gonna be enough. Maybe it is. There's
Oh
the
my
salve
God.
into the pit. Roshan, take me! Take me!
No!
Not like
Get
this.
chopped.
Fenrir will bring him down, and then they look to engage even further. The bounty runner gonna get grabbed up by the IO. Crit trying to run the hell away, but the chase is on too. Pokes him down. OG are getting absolutely cleaned up
Ravage.
here in the river.
Okay.
Jeez.
Who's getting that top rune though?
Already
Somebody's going
the
for it.
TP in, the tether forward.
Whisper's going for it.
Crit wants it bad. He'll get it.
Okay, 2 kills though. Did Dragon Knight get either of those kills? Can we check that?
The
Undying
Undying got
into-
one of them.
Okay.
Okay,
the
so
Doom.
not awesome for Dragon Knight, but
He does have his bottle now, though.
yeah, it's fine.
Man, look at that Undying.
Ideally,
five decay
ideally
six.
it's okay to give up both body runes if your mid gets the first blood.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure what it is if you get 2 kills and your mid doesn't get either. It's probably pretty even. Yeah, I don't know. It might favor OG a little bit because Vici, they didn't lose any heroes. They got to use all that regen to get back up to full, where OG just comes back to life with full.
What's the reasoning for the IO build? So he got the early Ring of Protection and Stick, not rushing the bottle.
I think maybe he expected the Undying to be mid.
So he's just worried about
he
the
has
dual
the
lane then.
stick.
Gotcha.
Well, the Undying rotated a little bit.
Yeah, he was there at the start, but
Yeah, I guess that'll slow things down a little for Crit getting his bottle, but
maybe he thought about laning bottom in like an aggressive tri lane with those
Oh.
other 2.
and then they give up the 2 kills like OG's still running that Dazzle Gyrocopter dual lane. Everyone pretty strong here in the laning stage, aside from the potentially the Disruptor, but he's gonna get some help. They're going for the trap. They will find themselves a Dazzle. Doesn't manage to hit level 2, but he gets stunned. Can they lock him down? Yes, they will.
That's a rough lane for Dire here. They're gonna have to swap this out, I think. Especially with the lane pushing back into Radiant's tower now.
I'm kind of surprised. I thought they'd just put the Slardar down there and just try and get the Gyro some farm. What's the thinking there?
They're trying to win their lanes, which is oftentimes a greedy thing to do with Wisp, because Wisp is not always the strongest laner.
You
Also-
think they're worried about having Slardar get off to a slow start?
He would definitely get off to a slow start
Yeah.
against the Wraith King Disruptor. Dying might be dead
Miracle.
here.
That move speed. He wants it. He's gonna find Fenrir. Juki through the trees. Gotta keep him out of vision. Turns. Gets up the DK. Gives him the old zombie claw once, and he'll get out.
Miracle's out of mana now. He does
That
have
was
a mango
nice.
though.
Everybody gets mangoes nowadays.
I've
They used to be like a
never
special dessert, you know, but now it's just like mangoes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Clarity is for 40 seconds now, so mango's oftentimes just more efficient.
Yeah, especially on carries, it feels like it's just such a good investment. You get that one kill.
Well,
Really?
carries are often, you know, not really intelligence heroes. So mangoes were like half their mana pool.
Yeah.
And vitamin C really helps out.
Run!
Oh.
Alright, let's get that PPD hype going.
They're going on him.
Well, I'm assuming you're warming up here. Come on, Peter. How about the Charlie hype?
I'm probably less hype than Peter is.
That's the anti-hype couch.
No,
Oh,
this
come on.
game's super hype, man. This is game 3. The winner of this is top 3 at the Summit 4.
hype.
Yeah. It's you know, not everyone gets to win a Summit, all right?
That's true. There are less Summit winners than there are TI winners.
It's an exclusive club, boy.
Yeah,
What
that is
can I
the
say?
stat to drop.
The truth hurts sometimes for the non-summit winners out there. So people are farming.
Yeah. It's that stately early
Wonder if they're
stage.
stacking it all for Tiny.
It doesn't look
No,
like it.
no.
They're actually doing pretty well in this offlane. I thought maybe they'd have some trouble, but Crit on the Wisp with that rotation helped them a lot.
They're finagling. That's why.
Yeah, Disruptor really doesn't do too much.
He does have the mango, and he's gonna try to take advantage of it here. They get the stun off. Follow-up's coming.
comes the
Do they
Wisp.
really have the damage for this? Doesn't look like it. Now they're gonna tether forward. Get me out of here!
That's pretty smart. It takes them so long to kill a hero in the offlane that Crit can always TP down and buy you the lane.
Other two lanes just farm trades. Doom
Yeah.
having a lovely time. Ice, ice, ice. He got the HP regen. He's got the double mangoes. How much HP regen does he have right now? 9.5 a second. Okay.
Jesus.
Just passive. You know, no scorched earth required. That seems a little excessive.
That is,
Hey,
yeah.
you know, you take what you can get as Doom. Seder
that's-
was there, he ate it.
That's also ice, ice, ice. In a
Good.
nutshell, a little excessive.
Big fan of the mango.
You know, that sounded like some Boba logic.
Wraith King's not farming though. This is not very good for Vici. They're really gonna need Dragonite into Doom and Doom to bring them back in this game.
Yeah, the old... His Highness is getting closer to level 6 though.
What is your first sort of major item you want to get on him in this game?
On who? Doom?
On Wraith King.
Oh, Wraith King. You do power treads or no? Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
Are you down with the Midas, or do you like the Blink?
No Midas, no
Blade
Midas.
Mail?
Blade Mail's...
Slasher's Way?
This guy's in trouble.
And there's a lot of burst damage.
God, he's so tanky. Look at that. He just shrugged that off.
My skills. You can't pierce them.
Are you making that up, or is that one of his lines?
Somebody's getting glimpsed, I think.
No, I'm just making random things up. Meanwhile, No-Tail's getting close, but there's the tether back in. They're looking to
Wow.
re-engage on this.
He's
Suddenly
full
full HP.
Yeah.
Yep, just Dio thing. The super gets run down by an auto-taking Wisp.
Spirits?
The balls, the spirit.
Oh, baby!
Crit showcasing his individual play here, but they will cost them the Tiny in the end. They get the Dragonite. They force 3 mid. Crit.
Oh, shit, the
No!
crit!
No!
Oh, man.
After that play.
That was interesting.
That was very interesting.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Wraith King got a little bit of space there, I think. He maybe got some CS. Pretty hard to CS against Phase Boot Gyro, though.
They do have Doom online now as well. Let's see if they want to use that. It's going to be the
The thing
Vlad.
is, Doom does like nothing right now. Like, Dazzle healed, he lives. Wisp Tether, he lives. shallow grave, he lives.
Yeah, he's going for the Vlad. It seems like it is going to be a focus on this 5-man.
Yeah, so in
Pretty
this game,
early.
Doom's ult's not really going to be too useful other than just maybe like silencing them, obviously, and not letting them use their items, but the damage isn't going to really kill anyone. So if he builds more like aura based and just kind of like right click and buffs up his team.
And then you've, like Ted, you were pointing out, you've got the Wraith King as well. So you've got the extra
Yeah.
aura.
Yep, it is a good aura. I also kind of think that when he comes back to life, the slow kind of sets up some stuff. They can get Tombstone down, they can get him trapped in the circle of fun.
Get that helicopter! Come back here! They glimpse him and he runs
He's in trouble.
He runs in. Miracle wants to wrangle. Doesn't have his call down just yet. Well, okay. Yeah, that's a little more than he can handle. But they're backstabbing Tommy well.
Doom is going to be okay here, I think.
That was some
No?
swag play. Very nice.
It's the amp damage.
Yeah.
He's
Fast
fine.
and fast.
He didn't seem very fine to me, but you know, what do I know?
Regen
I
that.
haven't won TI. Well, that's a level 6 Wisp. Crit's having a pretty solid game for himself overall.
Yeah, the solo kill on the Dragon Knight.
It's a lot of
Helps him a lot.
experience. You know, you mentioned how Wisp can be a weak hero in the laning stage, but good Wisp players make the hero look insane, like from 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's also because Vici doesn't really have any burst. If they had some more heroes that were at burst, it'd be a lot harder for Wisp to react to.
Like a
those.
Quap or something.
Yeah, or just like supports that actually had, you know, some burst damage. Like Undying, Disruptor have no damage, so Wisp was able to just port in and heal up whoever they try to initiate on.
Were you thinking like a Lion or a Lena or something like that can just blow him up? And...
like Avenge or
Yeah.
Winter Wyvern even has a little bit more like damage. Disruptor and Undying are pretty much just satisfying themselves for right clicks.
So Fenrir grabs himself a headdress.
He's probably going towards the mech eventually. At least that's the... Oh, he is going Midas. Good call, man. Good call.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Mech, Vlad's, Midas, they have the DK ult cooling down soon. Do they want to try to actually like push into OG here with the cooldown ready, or is this just going to be a farm war?
They're gonna have to fight. They're gonna have to 5-man fight. You can't really split push against Wisp Tiny, especially when they have an early blink on Slardar. Tiny's probably going towards a blink as well. It's too difficult to split push into that. So we're gonna see some 5-5 engagements, and fighting with Undying is pretty much what you want to do. Hero becomes pretty irrelevant, like we saw in game 1, if they're not taking early game engagements.
Well, here comes the setup for that early level 6 on the IO. You got your blink up on Slardar.
Yep.
Let the fun begin.
That boy's really farmed actually. It's got 1,000 gold.
What's he gonna go for? Is he the disruptor?
Yeah, I think Glimmer Cape is probably pretty good. Or he might just go for the mana boots, which is really,
No, I
really nice
have.
on
I'm just
Disruptor.
gonna sit. No, there you go. Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I have seen FY go Midas on Disruptor before, but that was a long
Really?
time ago. Yeah, he ended the game with a negatives refresher.
I mean, the thing is, the Ags on Disruptor is amazing. Like, really, really,
AoE
really good.
Doom.
Yep. Now, to be fair, that was back when Misery had just pioneered the Midas Dota, which tried to make a comeback in the North American or the American qualifiers for the Frankfurt Major.
Relocate, they're
Mixed
gonna take a
results.
life here. How fast
that's
how
life
fast
1.
They're gonna get the second
See
one.
if they get life 2. Burning, quickly dropping. They get off the heel. Called out coming through. That's a heavy commitment just for Wraith King. They're all caught in the middle of the turnaround. But they will get the Doom off onto Miracle, bringing him low. Fly with the grave.
Oh.
Looks like he may tick down anyway. Then a Blink, a Crush on 3. Mini Ravage. And, yep, suddenly Miracle. Basically, it's like he was never doomed at all. So the Wraith King all down. Everything, basically.
Nobody
That's it.
died.
This could be a long game at this rate.
Well, they did take a life and they had to expend.
It's a level 1 rating ult, basically. Looks like better than taking a life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 minutes of him being a
You used
A walkie
the Doom
melee
as
creep.
well.
Yeah, that seems like OG's really trying to play around their mobility.
I thought that Wraith King was gonna die, but twice there. That would have been incredibly bad. Oh, here we go.
Ice, 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 even with the Vlads. Too much damage. OG grabbing another. Looking for Fenrir, the dive bottom. Get that zombie. They get him. Ava, toss, and well, that was quick. This is looking a little rough for Vici Gaming right now, guys.
I always feel when I'm watching OG play that they hit this point when they just do this. They're just like kill, kill, kill. They just continue the pressure to just follow up all the time.
Whenever they start, like, whenever they kind of get that pressure going, I'm always reminded of that Noto clip where it's just like, fuck him up! Fuck him up! I can hear it in my head just constantly.
Oh man,
Wow.
that would have been a free kill on Wraith King there.
I think he was just guessing and guessed
Well,
wrong.
he had the right idea. He knew he was around that area. Just picked the wrong place.
Is he taking like? I mean, that's like a massive gamble. He's like farming there though for Wraith King. Sure.
Well, he probably saw some other heroes on the map. He knew that there could only be so many around that Wraith King.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta take some risks when you're farming as well.
True.
That's what I tell myself anyway when I'm feeding my pups. Makes me feel better, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was the last time you even played a pub? Aren't you an Overwatch player now?
You got the.
I
You
do
got
enjoy
into
a
the
nice
beta.
game of... Yes, the beta.
Yeah, beta.
The beta?
The beta?
Beta.
Excuse me for being from a different country, you fucks.
A country that happens to speak the same language as the...
American, of course.
Yes.
What was he trying to say?
Beta.
Beta. The Overwatch beta.
Yeah, no, beta. You guys don't say that?
We say beta.
Yeah, beta. I've
That
heard
sounds like a beater, like a beat up car.
Well, like an egg beater. An egg baiter. Sorry.
No, it's definitely,
Baiter.
it's definitely a beater.
Alright, back on track here. Vici Gaming are on the smoke. FY looking for
Who's
a
taking
bounty.
the bounty?
And oh, where is he gonna go? He gets hit by the
Oh,
orb,
he's
the ping
reversed.
comes out, and away crit goes. Man, Vici just can't get anything going. Follow the leader.
Feels like even with the Disruptor glimpse, it's hard for them to start fights that they want to.
There's the grave to worry about, you know?
I think it's
Not to mention the
because
whip save.
if it's very, they don't have any blinks, so OG's always the ones initiating, and it's so scary for Disruptor to go in the front because he just gets blown up instantly.
Meanwhile, OG have
It's a
relocate,
It's a
they have
BKB
Blink
rush on
Rush.
Tiny.
Huh,
Huh.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
When's the last time a Tiny has rushed to BKB?
Where's our stats, man?
I am sure that is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Speaking of which, Star Wars is coming out soon.
Yep.
Pretty excited for that. But
Yep.
here come OG. They're excited for Blood. Or, Vici Gaming's
They
Blood, to be
see the
precise.
Undying, they have that ward on the high ground there. They're probably gonna
Oh, if he doesn't
burst
get the
someone
tomb down, this is gonna be bad, but the Doomwalk's Sword still there's the crush, the follow-up coming through. Ava, can they lock him down? Fenrir, low, but he gets the soul revolve. Suddenly it's Crit who's been doomed, isolated, kept under control. Now they're hunting down No-Till. It's turning the wrong way for OG. They bring him down too. Two down, there's the crush. Bernie will fall, but that's
My
only
bad.
life number one. They need more
Too bad,
bodies
guys.
for this. And they will come in for round two. Ted, can they do it?
No. I think OG are just too strong.
Alright.
Those two buybacks
Those
Called
two
it.
buybacks.
wasn't that bad. They're gonna get Roche though. Probably worth it.
Did Tiny miss his avalanche there? Looked like he did.
On who?
The Undying.
No, the avalanche hit, but then he got
He
stunned by
Need
Dragon.
to get the combo fully off.
I do think that I wish there was an animation for like the DK stun. It always just seems to happen. You hear the sound.
Well, I mean that's the great part about it. If you're the DK, it
Yeah,
has no
that's true.
animation. Speaking of DK, he picks up his dagger. That should give Vici the initiation. Well, more initiation that they want now to really start the fights that they want.
So why BKB? Is this just because they want to fight a lot?
I mean, Disruptor's a big problem. Dragon Knight stun, Wraith King stuns. It's I don't necessarily think it's the best item,
It's the
especially
first
when
item,
you
BKB.
have a Wisp on your team who's trying to tether you and keep you alive.
Right. Yeah, that's
But he thinks he feels like he needs it this game. He just wants to be able to cast spells and not have to worry about Disruptor. So he still has a lot of damage. You know, Gyro has a lot of damage too, especially with Stardar's amp helping them both out. They'll have enough damage to be able to fight.
And this is something that Moon does, which most Slardar players don't do very often.
Remember Loda used to do this.
He likes to squeeze the Midas in where he can. But Moon does it as an offlaner, whereas Loda's normally getting the position 1 farm.
Well,
He was a safe player in this game.
Yeah, that's true. He basically was a position
Yeah.
one this game.
I mean, they just sort of farmed. They didn't really tickle each other even. They just sort of hung out.
Yeah, like I'll take a creep. You take a creep.
Yeah. Very
I'll take a
peaceful
creep.
stuff.
For
It's
now.
got a purge creep, huh?
alright, here we go.
That's something fresh. They're gonna go on to No Tail. They get the tombstone down.
There's no wisp
He
here.
drops low. The grave is available.
wisp.
Io has arrived. No Tail being focused, locked down. Where's that relocate? They're trying to bring him out. Nope,
Oh, he's
not gonna
Aegis.
happen. So they'll wait for round 2. But they set up. They prep. They get off the ultimate. Now the Doom. Everything committed. They're gonna stun Crit to try and prevent the relocate out. No Tail's down. Beautiful chain stun here by Vici.
Great play from Burning.
That Io kept out of the fight. And they get the first kill. Let's see if they look for more. Miracle, the kinetic fields again are on point. FY setting things up.
Burning's in.
He gets bashed, but now the call down. Miracle barely gets
he
off
got
on his
him.
dying breath, but again, the ultimate from the Wraith King is working out. Picture perfect. His Majesty is back, and he wants Fly. Hacking him down, gets the crit, gets the double kill. Can he make it a triple? Crit's on the run. Where's he gonna go? Stun is there. Crit.
He needs a crit.
Crit
He needs
on
a
the crit. And
Ah!
as the blink, Super wants to steal it,
Oh.
and he does. It's a wipe.
Wow.
Vici Gaming coming out swinging here in Game 3. Against
Such a
your
good team
Frankfurt
fight.
Major champion.
Such a good team fight from Vici.
Isolated that Tiny. Dealt with him.
Oh,
got
did-
the Aegis down.
Did Doom die there? He did die, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
A noble sacrifice. It's
got-
well worth it.
So he's got the purge creep to remove the amp. That's actually pretty good.
That's really cool.
Wow.
Imagine if you could purge off Shallow Grave. That would be.
That would be something
Dazzle
else.
wouldn't be a hero anymore.
Culling Blade, baby.
I don't think it's that bad of a change.
Oh, would you like to see that?
You can purge off of you can purge Yules.
That's true.
I mean, that's pretty ludicrous.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't miss the Yules every game on every mid hero.
God, yeah. Jesus.
Come on, guys. That's a great meta.
Of course, for you it was.
Hey, I enjoyed it too.
Yeah, well, you're just a disgusting storm picker. So, you
No,
know.
that's not good. That's not good for Storm. I don't know what you're trying to say here.
Anyways,
I've
guys,
seen
got some
Sumail
Dota
do it
going
a
on
few
here.
times.
Wraith King's working out pretty well for Burning. You know, I'm still raving about that Wraith King Sun on Wisp up there.
Yeah, that and a nice static storm. They're very patient with their abilities as well. That fight didn't overcommit anything, just enough to get the Aegis.
Well, they just use their spells perfectly. Like they committed the Disruptor ult and the Kinetic Field onto the Tiny off of his Aegis respawn, and then Burning made sure that there was no relocate to save him by going on the Wisp.
And the Wraith King ults have made a really big difference this game. I mean, you pick Dazzle, you want to outlast the enemy team. Same with the IO relocates and the heal, and the Wraith King just says, "Great, you've won the first fight, but I got a second one. Come at me."
Yeah, they've got their team is hard to kill. I mean, DK, he's tough. Wraith King, 2 lives. Doom with all that regen, undying. The Disruptor's like the only guy that you could really just sort of blow up, but
Not sure how I feel about this Tiny build, guys.
What's he got?
Treads BKB.
Yeah,
Nothing
imagine
else.
if that was an
He's
egg,
got a
It looks,
stick,
which
it
it
looks,
would be right
it looks
now.
so bad. Like just if you
That inventory just looks so.
yeah, if you're just
like,
if you're just like
you see him like roll down the street, and you're like, man, that Tiny needs a new
OG
ride.
are the lower bracket kings though, so if they do lose, I'm sure they'll make it back.
So you think their chances of winning the summit go up here with a loss?
I mean, I'm sure they're learning a lot from this game,
Okay.
regardless of the outcome. Vici is, you know, obviously playing a lot better than they have been, and you know, you can learn from that.
You guys are also pretty good in the lower bracket.
Well, not by choice.
Actually, when was the last time you guys have won a big tournament that was a straight winner bracket run? Because I feel like it's almost always from the lower bracket.
I don't think we ever
I
won
don't
one.
think we have.
That's interesting.
that is interesting.
What do you make of it, Ted? What does it say about
It's
the
because
evil genius?
you know why it
Well,
is.
Peter's gonna tell you.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
tell you why it is. It's because we don't have anyone to practice against. So when it comes to tournaments, we play against like all these European and Chinese teams, and that's where we like really learn how we want to play Dota and how like these teams push us to our limits. And like practicing against NA teams, we don't lose very much, so not a lot of adversity. That's why, at least that's why I think that is the case.
Charlie, would you agree?
Yeah, I think that definitely has to do with some of it.
Or maybe we're just ferocious when our backs are against the wall.
Ferocious.
I think
You're like
I
a
think-
caged animal.
honestly, I think it's actually both of that. I think
wow.
it does have to do with our practice partners, and it does have to do with the fact that losing is learning, and we are pretty good about learning when we lose, and at the same time, there is this sense of when the stakes are higher, we do better.
Both teams are smoked right now.
Okay, here we go. Ice, ice, ice. He wants to get the jump here. He's going to initiate actually the Dragon Knight with the stun first. They're trying to hang on, look for the Doom
Okay.
opportunity. They got off the relocate. Burning Heroes out of the fray. BKB, but the Gyro's on the run. They chase forward. Burning, getting aggressive. Super looking for a lockdown here on Fly. He's going to bite it. The mini Ravage. Crush comes in, but they just keep on trucking forward. Vici Gaming, this Deathfall apparently has no brakes. Nobody's dying. Burning gets the stun. I'll follow up onto Miracle. Vici, just don't die.
Yeah, they've got so much regen. They're
It's
just
like 5
slowly
tanks.
grinding forward.
All that lifesteal from Wraith King and the Vlads.
Look at this.
The stun after stun.
We're just watching like a pack of like
He's in trouble.
monsters running OG down bit by bit. Tiny could be next. Even the courier trying to take one for the team. Tactical distractions, but not going to amount to much. And hacking away at no tilt. And again, the Deso
I think that's it, boys.
kicking in. Vici Gaming.
China is back.
You heard it here first.
That's exciting, man. We needed it.
It adds to the storyline.
The
You
scene
know, everybody
needs-
wants that. Like every region strong. You know, not just one side of the world dominating.
Hey, there's a major coming up over that side of the world.
And it's going to be on their home turf, you know? We got to
Needs
defend
strong
this
Chinese
house,
teams,
probably is the thought
definitely, yeah.
process. Alright.
No, it's true.
So Dream League Season 2 was the only time that EG, at least with the recent rosters, has won a tournament through the winner's bracket.
That's when we
On LAN.
beat Cloud9 in the finals.
And they beat Cloud9 in the finals.
To be fair, it's been a while since like a Dream League has been like an awesome tournament. Just I mean, in terms of like teams, it's never been like this premier championship. So
Right. Any tournament that brings Ted in, though, is pretty premier in my book.
Hey,
I guess that makes us a premier tournament.
stop sucking my dick, LD.
At least not on camera.
Yeah,
I'm multitasking.
you're very good at it.
Okay.
All right. Anyway, there are
Guys.
children watching. We've got a Dota game going on
Is
here.
that true?
I
Okay, I apologize,
assume
kids.
so.
Stay in school.
I mean, your kids watch when you're casting.
Fuck no, dude. My wife, my kids, they've never seen anything.
All right, they're pushing. Vici Gaming moving forward. This seemingly unstoppable ball of doom.
they're gonna go high ground here for sure.
In fact, they're just blinking on the high ground to get there a bit quicker.
Yeah.
It's got a death cell. Watch out for the weave.
The minus armor definitely helped out when he got that tiny kill earlier, and they're going to look for more.
I mean, look at this front three that they've got.
Those
Go-
Like,
Go
who
on
do you
that.
go on?
Go
there?
on that.
Yeah.
Go on.
And anyone you do go on, you're setting up for the disruptor as well.
Yeah.
really good cores against the early tiny pick. I like it. 3 strength heroes, tons of HP. Don't die to tiny combo.
And just outlast the heal lineup.
True. Well, outlasting heal lineup is tough, but
Yeah.
all the lifesteal they have is
The tanks, the lifesteal, it
The
seems to
Scorched
be enough.
Earth.
yeah, 4 strength heroes, and then FY.
Love to see that FY. I guess in theory, they'd love to have a Timber Saw now, but there's still good solutions for him anyway.
Timber Saw would have been good too.
Yeah. Soji run that? I don't think so. Moon's like always on the space crating.
Oh, I was saying Timber Saw could have been okay
for Vici. Yeah, Vici actually have a lot of ways to deal with him.
Yeah,
Just all the strength heroes. You know.
Doom is a problem.
Disruptor's a problem.
True. Yeah, he is.
I just like Timber Saw.
Yeah.
We'll play it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you guys, you're keeping him alive.
He's good. I think other teams should play him more.
He's definitely entertaining as well. You get that big like double chakram going. It's just the meat grinder. Heroes are bodies are just flying around. Ain't a beauty. Well, OG, they're gonna scout
Roshan's
out the
up.
pit here.
What do OG do here? Peter, what is their play? Oh
no,
shit. Get
Blix.
caught? No.
He's invis.
Right outside of the sentry range, but he's
He's gonna run past it.
Like, do they just farm and try and hang on, try and win a fight, or what?
I don't think they can really farm.
That's gonna be a tough kill. They're engaging on Nice Ice. They're trying to lock him down. He gets glimmered up. He's still basically at full HP. And meanwhile on the river, not so lucky as Miracle. Almost immediately dealt with. They can't even tickle this guy. Now he's
fine.
He's full
fine.
HP. He's actually healing. If he had a larger HP bar, it would still be going up. 4 down. I mean, who do you go on? Obviously not Burning, who grabs the triple kill. Clearly not the Doom.
It was like nothing was happening.
There's just no way in. This is Fort Knox, and they don't have a blowtorch.
They don't have any damage.
Is that what you'd use to break into
Just
Fort
a
Knox?
single blowtorch. I don't know. You'd use an atomic bomb, Ted. Are you an expert at breaking into Fort Knox?
I'd use a team of professionals.
Okay. Well, that's a cop-out answer if I've ever heard of one.
Alright boys, I brought the equipment. What is that? A blowtorch?
The point is that they can't break in with just the blowtorch.
I get it. I get
Yeah,
your
fuck.
point. I just think it's a funny mental image.
Imagine if it worked. That would be depressing. So Vici, you're gonna take Roche now?
I don't think Vici or OG had many options but to fight. I think they just needed, like, you know, the absolute perfect one. I think if they try and split and farm, Vici just takes Roche and goes high ground.
So do you guys chalk this up mostly to the way that just those couple of fights went? Is it more just a lineup issue?
I think it's a little bit of both. The lineup issue, I do like VG's draft 4 strength heroes against Tiny. The early Tiny pick was really smart. Wraith King having 2 lives, not dying to the instant burst of like Slardar Crush plus Gyro call down. And then also that top fight where Super was able to get stuns onto Tiny and kill him twice, and we're burning like we talked about, went on the Wisp and stopped the relocate. That was really big. And yeah, after that, I think the game was kind of in Vici's hands.
And I do like the way that they built just a lot of armor items, pick tanks to deal with the Slardar as well. We saw the early mech, the early Vlad.
Dragonite was a really good pick too.
And the Dragonite basically has
it's also, when you play against the Wisp, it's, oh, here we go.
Big jump on the fly, trying to burst him down. He's dead, and now Super goes to work. Oh, Jesus. This is ugly.
Do so much damage.
They don't even really need any pure damage items here with Super. He's just going to hack him down, Burning.
Wow.
Gets it done, and Vici Gaming, winners of the Summit 2, on a rampage here. So the winner's bracket will take this series 2-1, and they are now into the top 3 with a day off to get ready for the winner bracket finals.
It was a good victory for Vici. I'm sure they needed that. They've been, I mean, they did well at, you know, TI, but then after that they've kind of been struggling a bit. So coming in, beating OG, one of the favorites for this tournament.
In a pretty clean way too.
Guaranteeing, I mean, but the first 2 games are pretty even.
Well, just talking about this one.
Yeah.
This game was convincing.
Yeah, this game was, yeah, for sure. But
the thing that I do like about Vici is they're running a lot of different picks and styles. Burning. He's playing aggressive, but you always know they have that option to go back to like a more farming oriented protect one if they need to.
We talked about anti-mage maybe being a possibility this game, but after they had Undying and Doom, it's not always the best choice.
Looks like the teams will shake hands now, so good sportsmanship as they invade the OG room.
I actually think the anti-mage there would have been a really bad idea for them. Like having the Wraith King was the perfect combination, him and DK.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we saw they couldn't kill the Doom. Wraith King, forget about it. Dragonite, forget about it.
Anti-mage maybe would have died.
Yeah.
It's more like they have that option if the draft's a bit different.
Yeah.
So you always have to keep it in mind, which is a big weapon for them to have. So.
All right, that's what, end of Summit Day 2?
That's Day 2.
No All-Star match? I'm totally kidding.
You want to do an all-star match, Peter?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's not do this.
The people, you know, the
not
people
like I'd
loved
be in
it. Oh, you're an all-star in our book. Come on, man.
Thanks, man.
All-star caster at least. So.
Wow.
All right, we've got tomorrow's schedule and brackets, guys. So this was a wrap for day number 1, and we're going to it. So tomorrow we head to the bottom half of the upper bracket. We're gonna have eHome take on Liquid. DC taking on EG, so an all NA showdown, and then the winners will play their own little winner bracket semifinal, and then they'll face Vici Gaming.
Nice. Looking forward to that one.